Greetings, everyone. Welcome to our sweet yoga session today. I thought I would share a rune reading with everyone. So in this bag, in my little sachet here, or satchel, I have homemade runes that are from rocks that we collected many moons ago. So just take a moment to close through the eyes and be ready to receive the message that needs to come through today. So let's see what came out here. Trying to be quiet, moving the stones around so it's not super loud in the microphone here. So this, in English translation, it's funny because it's an M and it stands for movement in runes. So that's pretty cool that came up today of all days. And let's see the message. And in the Nordic way to say it, it's ihwaz. So progress, movement, and the horse are all representative in this rune. So here's the message. Ihwaz is a rune of transit, transition, and movement, of physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, or new life. It also signifies movement in the sense of improving or bettering any situation. There is about this rune a sense of gradual development and steady progress, with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. This could apply to the growth of a business or to the development of an idea. A relationship may need to undergo changes if it is to live and grow. Moral effort and steadfastness are called for when you draw movement. Another of the cycle runes. So there are collections of runes, but we'll get to that another time. Let it be said this way: as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. As I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. This rune's symbol is the horse, and it signifies the bond between horse and rider. Bronze Age artifacts show a horse drawing the sun across the sky. Here, Ihwaz is saying, you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety in your position. Now it is time to turn again and face the future reassured, prepared to share the good fortune that comes your way. The sharing is significant since it relates to the sun's power to foster life and illuminate all things with its light. So that's a powerful message for today. And if you do enjoy runes, I'm reading from the Book of Runes, as you can see here. Yeah, okay. And it you don't have to make your own runes either. They do come in packages that you can buy at the store. I just find it special to make your own. So yeah, I hope that message resonated, and let's get started. You'll want to have your blanket, your bolster, your block. We'll start in a child's pose with the knees as wide as the yoga mat, your hips pulling backward in space, your arms stretched out forward, and your forehead down on the ground. And just breathe in and out of the nose here. Notice the balance across the front of your chest and shoulders. Notice the balance of weight across the fronts of the legs, the hips. And breathe into the lower back, feel it expand nice and wide. And release, feel yourself sink heavier. Breathe into the mid back, Get nice and wide here. Start to wake up the spaces around the ribs. Let it go. And we'll breathe into the upper back. Feel yourself get wide. Even the space expands underneath your armpits. And let it go. Bring yourself up to table. Bring your hands in. Hips away from the heels. Knees underneath the hips. Tuck your toes. Downward dog. Knees and hips up and back. Relax your head and neck here as you work your hips out of your armpits. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. Long through the neck. Press into your index fingers. Feel your exhale move down the backs of your legs, out your heels. One more breath in and out. Look forward, next inhale, walk forward as you exhale. Take your time, nice easy steps up. Halfway lift on an inhale. And as you exhale, just a nice easy fold here. You could interlace through the arms and just let your head hang out. Press your big toes down just a little bit deeper so you can feel your weight shift slightly forward. Teeny tiny increments. We're just warming up, so go slow. Make this practice as easy as you can today so you can enjoy the movement. When we can enjoy movement, we can also start to enjoy change. We can start to enjoy transition. We can start to enjoy being able to open up to seeing life from a wide variety of perceptions and perspectives. Let's release. Find Ardha Uttanasana, breath in. Stand up, breath out. Circle the arms, breath in. Hands to the heart, breath out. Pause here. Close the eyes for a moment. Check in with yourself. Let's inhale, look up, blink open the eyes, reach up. Exhale, fold forward and down. Fingertips to the mat, halfway lift, breath in. As we breathe out, plant the palms, walk to plank. Open through your heart, pull your chest forward a little as your belly pulls in, then pull your pubic bone to your sternum. So you're crunching through your abs a bit. Good. Press index fingers down, full inhale. As you exhale, lower the knees. Pull your chest forward, elbows back, lower chest and chin, then lower your hips down. Cobra pose, easy. And just press all the way up and back to downward dog. Breath in and out. Find the awareness into the index knuckles. Take a look at your alignment if things feel a little off, right? Take a look at your alignment anyway. If things are feeling good, check yourself out still. Breathe in, breathe out. Last inhale, send the heels closer to the ground. Expose the backs of your knees. Look forward, walk forward, nice easy steps. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. Look forward, breath in. Let's stand up, breath out. Circle the arms, breath in. Hands to the heart, breath out. Just pause for a moment here. Inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant palms, walk to plank. Beautiful, hanging out here. Lower your knees, Pull your chest forward, elbows back in space, chest and chin lower down, hips come to the ground. Cobra, breath in, open heart. Elbows stay cinched into the waistline. Push all the way up and back, nice and easy. Downward dog. 5 breaths here again. Feel your legs pull backward in space to help you lengthen through the legs. The more you can get your hips over your heels, the more easy it will be to lengthen the legs. So maybe try flexing your quadriceps a little. Wrap your triceps inward. Feel the beautiful heat build in your body. Look forward, breath in. Walk forward, breath out. Halfway lift. Fold. Look forward. Stand up. Circle the arms. Hands to the heart. Breath in. Breath out. Circle the arms. Breath in. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. And plant palms. Walk to plank. Exhale. Lower knees. Chest and chin. Hips come down. Cobra pose. Breath in. And push all the way up and back. Downward dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Notice the heat building in your body and how every rep gets a little bit easier, a little bit more space, a little bit more breath. And let's look forward, breath in, walk forward, breath out. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. This time we'll hang out here again in a forward fold. So palms face up, slide them under the soles of the feet. Fingers reach from front to back toward the heels. Let your elbows just kind of bend so your upper body can relax. Let yourself find the easiest place here in this pose so that you can let your head relax. Because you can easily feel your weight into your heels, slowly edging a little bit more into the balls of the feet. And then you lift your hips a tiny bit higher. Breathe in. And breathe out slowly. Release. Fingertips come to the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Stand up, exhale. Circle the arms. Hands to the heart, close the eyes for a moment. Check in with your heart rate. Check in with your breathing. This will be a good time to shift into Ujjayi breathing if you'd like to build a little bit more heat in the body. Aiming for 1 breath per movement. You may need your block through this at some point, so just make sure all your stuff is close by. Let's begin. Circle the arms. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Right foot steps back. Exhale. Knee down. Inhale. Fingers up and back. Anjaneyasana. Yes. Hands forward and down. Exhale. Inhale. Plank. Exhale. Lower. Inhale. Up dog or cobra. Exhale. Down dog. Inhale, right foot sweeps up. Exhale, right foot steps forward. Left knee comes down. Sweep the hands up, breath in. Hands forward and down, breath out. Left toes tuck to step forward. Breath in, look forward. Breath out, left foot steps back. Knee comes down. Inhale the hands up. You got it. Exhale them down. Find your plank as you inhale, lower down on the exhale. Open the heart, inhale, downward dog, exhale. Left foot up, inhale, left foot forward, exhale, right knees down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Step it forward, breath in, and fold, breath out. Look forward, inhale. Right foot back again, exhale. You got it. Inhale, sweep it up. So good. Hands forward and down. Find your plank. Lower down. Open your heart. Downward dog. Breath in and out of the nose. Right foot up. Step it forward. Lower down. So you know what you're doing here. So find the fluidity in your movements. Hands forward and down. Tuck to step forward. Halfway lift. Left foot goes back. Knee comes down. You're exhaling to just soften down. You're inhaling to open and stretch. To exhale. Let it go. You're stepping back. Inhale, you enjoy your plank. To exhale, lower down. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot sweeps up, breath in. Left foot lunges forward, breath out. Right knee comes down, all in the same one. Hands up and back, full inhale. Hands forward and down. Exhale. Let's step forward. Halfway lift and fold. Halfway lift. Right side goes back. Exhale. So follow your breath here. Enjoy the movements. One step at a time. Smoothing things out. Right foot sweeps up, lunges forward, left knee down. Follow your breath, you've got this. Hands forward and down. Step forward, halfway lift. Left foot goes back again, knee comes down. Sweep it up. Fold forward. Plank, find your flow. Left foot sweeps to ceiling. We lunge it forward. Right knee comes down. Enjoy that big open stretch in Anjaneyasana. Hands forward and down. Step forward. Halfway lift. Let it go. Arms come around backs of the legs this time. So hide your forearms behind your calves. Slide your fingers down and underneath your heels. Let your head relax. Then pull up on your heels a little bit. Feel the weight of your body shift slightly to the balls of the feet. And keep relaxing your head. Look at the space between your calves. Think of the top of your head lowering down as your hips reach for the ceiling. Practice lengthening your legs here. Full inhale and exhale. Can you breathe into the upper back and the mid back and the lower back? And release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, circle your arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Check in with yourself here. Beautiful. Okay, so let's release the hands. We'll work into a little bit of back bendy stuff from a standing position, but we want to try a few things on for size because we're shifting our hand position today. Now we've done this before, but we're working it a little deeper. So Oftentimes when we go into our back bends, we start to go here so that we start understanding how we can open in the front and be supported in the back. But today, or for right now, we're keeping our hips neutral rather than pushing them forward. And then we find a lift in the chest and we're pushing the bum back in a light chair, okay? So I just went sideways so you'd see what I'm doing a little bit better. So we'll start with the hands on the hips, the chest lifts, hips are neutral. Lift your chest a little more so you're feeling your sternum lift up. As you've got that, push your bum back so you're starting to sit, but keep your chest lifting up, up, up. So you're looking up to the ceiling. And push your bum back a little more. Your chest might lower down a bit more. So it's kind of like chair pose. Open your heart. Full inhale. Then as you exhale, just push into the feet. Come back up. Neutral spine, neutral hips. Let the arms go. Maybe shake it out. Chin to the chest. Roll the right ear to the right. Come through center with the chin. Left ear to the left. Back to center. And up. Okay, roll the shoulders a couple times. So same idea, except we're gonna try it now with keeping the legs straight. So keeping your legs straight, hip distance apart. Find the lift of your hips, or your chest, your sternum, with your quadriceps. So your legs are super strong. Feel your sternum lift. You're gonna feel your belly button start to naturally pull in a little bit. Bring your hands to your hips. Now start to push your bum backward in space, but your legs stay straight, your chest puffs up. So push your bum back, 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 back. You can kind of push your thumbs into the back of your hips to help tilt the pelvis. So think of your butt cheeks working backward and your heart is dipping down forward. So think of doing a swan dive forward. Yeah, you got it. Full inhale and exhale. One more in, and come all the way up. Okay, so that's the movement we're sticking with. Hands, fingers face down, thumbs out. We're across the sacral bone of the back of the hips. This is where we're starting. So same principle, straighten your legs, lift your sternum. Your belly is in, now pull your elbows toward each other. Now, as you've got this, your fingers spread across your hips. Start to pull your hips back in space. Push your hips. You'll do a swan dive partway forward. Keep your hips pushing back. You're opening your chest. Yes. Keep your legs straight. Draw your elbows together. One more breath in. And then we'll breathe out as you push into the feet. Bring the upper body up. Release the arms, shake it out. Roll the shoulders a couple times. All right, one more variation. We've got lots of opening now for this. So fingers go up the back, so thumbs are in, pinkies are out. If it's not possible, you can do one of the other ones, but give it a try. Your fingers can also come out a little bit if that feels easier for now. Okay, you can always work the fingers up more as it comes. So notice as you've got this, your sternum's already lifting. So you're already mostly in the position just by getting the hands right. Full inhale, your chest lifts. Full exhale, start to pull your hips back in space. You're just gonna go nice and easy. Think about the sternum lifting and your elbows drawing together. Yes, breathe in, breathe out. Now from here, keep your hands in the same position, bring your hips neutral and let your upper body start to bend back. Yes, hips can come slightly forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Ooh, rotate the wrists. I know that's a lot. All right, circle the arms, breath in. Fold forward, breath out. Move nice and easy, halfway lift, inhale. Right foot goes back, exhale. Knee lowers down, find your Anjaneyasana. We're slowing it down a little. Left hand comes down to the mat or to your block. Grab your block if you need it. And we'll just breathe in and out here into that stretch as your right hand reaches over to the left. Yeah, that's nice, right? And then let's come back to center with both hands. Just leave your block there if you were using it. Both hands down to the mat. Pull your hips back in space. Just get a nice stretch and let your left toes lift up so you can pull your bum back. Good. And then bring your upper body up. Land your left foot down, your toes down. Bring your hands to your low back, if you can, with the fingers up, just like we did. And lift your chest. But you don't even really have to. Once you get the hand position, it all does it for you, right? Just notice that awareness. Beautiful. Slowly come up. Release the hands. Bend into your front knee. Hands reach up. And go back into your side bend. Left hand down. Right hand reaches. Oh, yeah. Big stretch. Good. Let's come back to center. Just set your block aside if you were using it. And then we'll bring the hands inside the left foot. Tuck your right toes to lift the knee. Then we're walking over to the right to pivot the back foot, toes up. We're sinking into our deep side lunge. Left arm can reach out to the left. Right hand can reach up to the ceiling. So this gives us a nice big opening around the right side body. Breathe in and out. Beautiful. Now from here, just let your hands come out in front of you. Shift your weight over into a side lunge to the right. So just use your hands on the mat. Make a nice, easy transition. Right fingers can stretch out. Arm is inside the right leg. Left arm opens up. Beautiful. All right. So from here, let your hands come down. Your left hand comes down. Walk to the right. So you're coming to the back of your mat. Pivot your legs. Left knee lowers down in your lunge. Breathe in. As you breathe out, we'll pull the hips back in space. Let your right toes shine up. Spread them wide. Beautiful. Then we'll bring the upper body up, and you can land your right foot down. Work the hand position on the back of your hips as best as you can. Draw your elbows together, then just find your chest lifting, maybe gaze slightly upward. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. And then slowly release to bend into front knee, sink into the hips, reach the hands forward and up. You might want your block here. Right hand comes down, left hand reaches over. Breathe in, breathe out. One more in. And then as you breathe out, let's come back to center, both hands down in onto the mat. And just pull your hips back in space again. Lengthen the front leg. Good. And then we'll bend back into front knee. And one more time, sink the hips, do your side bend. Right hand down, left hand reaches over. Let's come back to center. Hands forward and down. Tuck your left toes. Step forward. So you're at the back of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale. Let's send the left foot back again. Lower the knee down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, sweep your hands up. One more time into the side bend to the right. Right hand down, left hand reaches. Beautiful. Both hands release. You can set your block aside. Both hands release down inside your right foot. Tuck the left toes to float the knee. Shift into your side lunge. Flip the back toes up. Sink deeply into your right knee. Optional to open the arms like you did before, or if you want to find a bind, you can go into a bind. See what works better for you here. Breathe in, breathe out. And then we'll release from where we've gone. Use your hands if you like or not, up to you. Shift your weight over into the left side. Let your right toes lift up, heel is down. Optional again to open your arms like a big airplane, or maybe you find a bind this time. Either way, your body's happy with it. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. And then release to bring your hands on the mat so you can shift back into your lunge and lower your right knee down. Sweep your hands up. And one more time, side bend now to the left. Left hand down, right hand reaches over. And then we'll come back up. You could set block aside. Both hands come down from here. Right toes tuck to step forward. Halfway lift and fold. Halfway lift. Beautiful. And then we'll fold here. Now I'm going to go sideways again so you can see what's happening. So your feet are hip distance apart. Fingers are on the mat. Reach your hands a little further away from you. So your hands are ahead of your shoulders. It's kind of like down dog, but like all your weight is in your feet still. Now pull your bum backward in space. So your bum is like behind your heels. It's pulling back, back, back. So your hands effectively could float off the mat here, but you're reaching for the floor. Good. So full breath in, full breath out. Keep your hips moving back. And then just come forward for a sec. Stack the hips over the heels. Okay, so we're going to work deeper into this. Feel your hips pull backward. It doesn't matter how far back they go. Now you can choose to stay here or bring your hands to reach now to the back edge of your mat, fingers pointing to the back. And they're away from you. So now you can let your hips come back a little further, right? So you can play with your weight here. Now, an additional challenge. Breathe. And option. Bring your right heel toward your right glute while you lean back a little bit. So you can push into your fingertips to help you out here. And then your right foot comes back down. Might need to inch it forward. Belly pulls in. Maybe you try the left side. Left heel comes to your bum. Yeah. Yay. And then release. Left foot comes down. Hands come back forward. Inhale to find your halfway lift. Exhale, flutter through your lips. 2 more. 1 more. Let's look forward and come up to stand. Circle the arms. Hands to the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Notice how you're feeling. Notice your body temperature, your breath, your heart rate, your mind. And let's release the arms. Okay, so mixing a few of these things up. Standing straight, bringing your hands to the low back. So just like before, fingers up and thumbs are in. And of course, if that's not possible today, totally fine. Remember, you can go back and do this. You can have your fingers out to the sides. Find one that works for you that you can do today, okay? So now, We've got this. Again, I'm just facing the side so you can see it a little bit more clearly. So our legs are straight. Our chest is lifting because we don't have a choice with these hand positions, right? Now from here, feel your chest open a little bit more and your bum pull back. Your chest comes a bit forward. So just like we did before. Okay, so now from here, can you balance on your left leg to bring your right heel toward your glute? So think dancer's pose. And just work to lift your right glute toward the ceiling. Breathe in, breathe out. Slowly bring your right foot down as you come up to stand. Release the hands. Shake out the wrists. I know it's a lot on the wrists. We got just one more side, one more time with this position, or whichever one you're choosing. So getting your appropriate hand position for what suits your practice today. When you're settled in, the chest puffs forward and lifts up. The bum pulls back. So we get a little bit of a sway kind of back happening here, but we're strong. Now you can bring your chest a little further forward, balancing into your right leg. Maybe your left heel can float up and come to your left glute, or maybe even a little higher. So again, it's dancer's pose, but with different awareness. Breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly release. Come out, shake it out. Okay. Now let's just do a flow. Circle the arms. Nice and easy. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift. And go through your flow, plant your palms, just walk it back and flow it out. So just let everything we did absorb in the body, hang out in your down dog. Feel the big length and stretchiness through your spine, maybe wiggle your hips. And we'll look forward, breath in, and just walk it to the hands, nice and easy. Look forward, breath in, and we'll stand up, breath out. All right, let's try Natadajasana, shall we? So you might want to step back a bit on your mat, up to you. We'll start with grounding into the left foot, so lift your right heel. Then we'll bring the right heel to the glute. Right palm face up is going to slide back inside the foot. So remember, we don't let things open up. Keep the knee facing down. Feel that stretch. You're going to kick backwards, not outward. Your left hand reaches forward. Find your driste, your point of focus, something not moving. Kick backward. Think of your open chest and slowly dive a bit forward as you kick up and back. Find your beautiful dancer pose. Notice the stability. Keep staring at the floor. You've got it. And then slowly come back out and down. Fire, right? Notice all those changes from becoming aware of the little pieces that make up the bigger thing. So try the other side. Right foot pushes down. Left heel lifts. Make sure you're breathing. And remember, we don't like push all our weight to the side because, well, that's going to be bad for your hips, but also terrible for your balance. So integrated strength should be pretty accessible by now. Left heel to the bum. Don't open it. Pull it in. Left hand comes back inside the left foot. Knees pointing down. Think of your open chest. Right hand reaches forward. Kick back. Open heart. Notice the stability you've got here, your focus, and your incredible alignment. Isn't it easier to stay aligned now that you've been working this same plane of motion? Breathe in, breathe out. Yeah. And then take your time. Let's come out. Shake it out. Let's step to about halfway down your mat if you're not there already. Exhale to pull your hips back in space. Just let your arms get lazy down to the mat. Plant your palms. Bend your knees deeply to sit your bum toward the heels. So your heels might not be able to stay down. If they need to lift, let them lift. But if you can, have your heels just hanging out. Your arms are just relaxed. Breathe in, breathe out. Great. Slowly allow yourself to come down and lengthen the legs out in front. So you may want your blanket or your bolster here so it's comfortable with your legs straight. We've been working this quite a bit, so grab the big toes with your index and middle fingers, and your thumbs press onto the big toenails. So remember, your knees could be bent. You do what you need to do to work through this. Inhale, arms are straight, chest is nice and bright. We exhale, elbows come toward the ground outside the shin. So you feel your chest pull forward, you get a big stretch through the back of your body. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, fold. So we'll go through this a few times, but see if you can slow it down a little bit here and maybe even close your eyes so you can find the smooth action and movement here. Notice all the teeny tiny spaces that are rooting down into the ground to give you opportunity to rise up with your breath. Maybe you can feel that you can use your muscular awareness to bring more length into your body rather than trying to pull on your toes. Yeah, and make sure you're pushing your toes forward as well. So you're not just pulling them back, they're pushing forward. So you're finding the inner resistance. Few more rounds here. Follow your breath up and down. One more inhale. On this exhale, we'll hold the position for 5 breath cycles. Breathe into the low back. Breathe into the mid back. Breathe into the upper back. Breathe into the entire back. And let's release. Come all the way up. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide, heels pull in toward the body. And use the strength of your legs to bring the outer legs down to the ground. So you're pushing the baby toes together. Maybe your hands come toward your knees. Maybe your hands come forward on the mat. Either way, see, actually, let's just bring the right hand to the right knee and just lean a little bit to the left so you can push your right knee down and feel all the space that's there. Yeah? And then just switch. Let your right hand come down to the ground and your left knee or left hand onto the left knee. Good. Notice how much space you already created. Now keep your left hand where it is and bring your right hand back onto your right knee. So you've got both hands pushing down and start to then reach your chest forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and out. Nice and easy. Let's come all the way up on the inhale. Close the knees on the exhale. Give the legs a little wiggle. Okay. Let's come to deer pose with the feet to the right. So make sure that the sole of the right foot is facing the ceiling and the knee is facing forward. The hip is down. Breathe in and breathe out. Sit tall, your hands are rested on your legs. Try to stack your shoulders over your hips equally and evenly. And just be here. Remember, you can use whatever props you need to help this position feel good. And then a few options from here. So first option is to practice bringing the sole of the left foot down to the mat, and then you can sit tall and hang on to that arm or that leg with your arm. So we've got half hero and left foot down. And the next option from there is to open your left leg wide. So you're in Parigrasana or gate pose. So that is half heroes and a half wide leg. Just breathe in and breathe out. If you've opened the left leg, you can practice bringing the hands forward. So this is going to help you with the inward rotation, mostly on the right side, but also it's going to help open up the lower back and the hamstrings on the left side. And then final option from here is you can work a full side bend in your Parigrasana. So your left shoulder works toward the left knee, but your hand can stay on the ground. Open your chest and your right hand reaches over. But we keep opening, opening, opening. And you can find a slight side bend in your deer pose as well by grabbing opposite elbows overhead and taking a hinge over to the left. So if you'd like to do that, you can do that as well. Full inhale and exhale. Then take your time. Come all the way up if you went in your side bend. Come back to your deer pose. So your deer pose, you could be like this, right? Holding elbows overhead, there's your side bend, right? So working all the spaces available. Take your time, lean back, go to deer on the other side. So we work that same position here. Trying to have your sit bones flat, but of course that might not be happening today. And that's a-okay. Work with the props you've got to try your best to get there. We're just hanging out here. Notice your shoulders over your hips. Notice the breath in and out of the nose as everything is slowed down a little bit. So again, you can choose to stay in your deer pose. Optional, you can see about the right knee coming up. That can open some interesting spaces. Or you can see about the right leg opening out to the right. Either way. Remember, if you're staying in your deer pose, play with your arm positions, play with some side bends. You can stir your chest around. Find different ways to work your practice. If you're working into Parigrasana, you can do a little fold forward, hang out here for a sec, and none of this is to go super deep. Like you can if you want to, but you don't have to. Find a side bend, one that's enjoyable for you. Notice what's happening into the left hip socket, right? Can you get that glute closer down to the ground so you can feel that big, beautiful stretch through the whole left side of the body? Notice which side's tighter. This side's definitely tighter for me. Then let's come all the way up. Breath in. Close the right leg in. Deer pose. Breath out. Leaning over to the right to undo the legs so they both come forward. Nice little shimmy through the legs. Then we'll turn to face the back of our mats. So you can lay down, shoulder blades flat. Adjust your head so that your neck is long. Belly draws in, shoulder blades again. Make sure they're super flat and your arms are just relaxed. Let's bring the right ankle across the left thigh, figure 4 position. And just nice and easy, we're rocking side to side with the left leg. So start in small little rocks side to side, but then eventually just see about doing the whole distance. Maybe your right toes can tap down, and then maybe your right quad taps down. And your left leg is leading the way. Beautiful. So the next time you come back to center, just pause and fully cross your right thigh over your left and do the same thing, just a gentle little tick-tock side to side. So you're not fully landing down either way. You're just getting the motion of working side to side, stretching out those little spaces around the hips and the waistline. Beautiful. Okay, let's come back to center. Undo through your legs. Bring your left ankle across the right thigh. So same thing, just rocking side to side. And start just nice and easy. Things will unfold. You don't just go to the deepest position right away, right? Things don't work like that. Nice and easy, side to side. The next time you come up to center, we'll just fully cross right thigh over left. And then again, just back and forth. Nice and easy. Your shoulder blades stay flat the whole time. So you're getting a twist, but you're not twisting so much that you disrupt the foundation across your shoulders. Enjoy the process of change and movement in the body. Let's come back to center. Undo through the legs. Make sure your hips are flat. Bring your hands onto your kneecaps. Arms are straight. Just draw little circles in one direction. Your legs stay together. Then go the other way. Cross your left ankle over your right and keep circling. Let your arms relax down so your shoulders stay flat. And then reverse your circles. Nice big circles if you can on the sacral bone. Just make sure it feels really good. Beautiful. Reverse your circles. Cross right ankle over left. Keep going the same way. Uncross the ankles. Reverse the circles. And come to stillness. Give your legs a hug, wrap the arms around them, and just hang out. Head stays down on the ground. Feel your body sink in toward the mat. Take your time, slowly release. Let the arms relax wherever is comfortable as you lengthen one leg down at a time. Closing through the eyes. We'll work just a little bit of our Tomo breathing here. So in and out of the mouth. Let's begin. Fairly moderate pace here. All the way in. Let it go. And in. And out. And in. Let it go. Keep going. Keep going. You don't want to go too slow. Keep your moderate pace. If you go too slow, it becomes a session of hypnosis, and it's not what we're going for. And of course, don't go too fast either. So find the sweet spot. Last 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one in. All the way out. Hold. Feel your body soften into the ground, into the mat. Enjoying a nice full breath in, letting it go. Find a beautiful long stretch through the body, maybe a little wiggle, noticing how wonderful the entire process of movement and change and transition can be. Let's draw the heels along the ground, knees into chest. Give yourself a hug. Maybe a little rock side to side. Eventually, bring yourself up to a seat, however you'd like to roll yourself up. We'll bring palms to heart center. Notice how tall you are. Notice the positioning of your pelvis, the length of your spine, and of course, the clarity of mind. Let's draw a complete breath in of loving gratitude into ourselves and a full breath out of loving gratitude for everyone else. And thank you for our practice today. Namaste. And I hope you feel awesome. So much fun, right? Yeah. All right, well, much love, everyone. Thank you, of course, for being here and moving along with me in this beautiful journey we all call life. Yeah. See you again soon. Bye.